Hi, welcome to CIT Tech Tips. Today we're going to be discussing a little known part of a computer, but it's one that we use every day in everybody's personal computers. It's a graphics card, otherwise known as a GPU or a video card. It's very useful. Without it, you wouldn't be able to do homework, you wouldn't be able to watch movies, you wouldn't be able to play games. And it's in pretty much everybody's system. So let's go ahead and figure out how to install one here today. All right, before we get into the actual installation, let's go over some safety precautions. Now, the first thing you should know about graphics cards is they're a little fragile. There are a couple ways you can break them. It's hard if you're following basic safety measures, but if you're not, if this is your first time building something like this, it can be pretty easy to break them. So let's just go over some ways you can prevent breaking your new system. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to go through is clearing your workspace of food and drink. Now, I have a drink right here. It's very bad if I get this in the machine or anywhere near it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over there as a safety precaution where it's not going to be able to hurt my machine or cause any damage. Next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and discharge your static electricity. Your static electricity can fry your components if you touch them while you are statically charged. So what we're going to want to go ahead and do is just touch some metal. Now we have some metal right here on the whiteboard. Go ahead and grab that. Now metal is conductive. It'll take my static electricity and I'll be okay to work on my computer. So the next thing you're going to want is some tools. We've got a Phillips head screwdriver here. This will help us unscrew screws and help us move parts if we need to. You're going to want it when you're building your entire system, but it's especially important for the graphics card. We're also going to want a box or a tin of some sort that you can put small parts or screws into. Something I use when I'm building systems is a little cut-off bottom of a Gatorade bottle. It sounds weird and trashy, but it actually works really well and you can see them really well. But here we have a little plastic box. All right, now that we're in the actual system here, we're going to go ahead and open up our graphics card, which we've already done. You can see some debris right there. And it should look something like this. Ours is a little small. Usually yours that you put in a standard gaming rig or something will have a fan or two. But first of all, we've gone ahead and picked a slot. I picked this slot, and usually this will be up so that nothing can go in it. So we're gonna wanna go ahead and pop that down right there. You hear that click? Then go ahead and insert as such. Make sure that this tiny part is allocated with the tiny part. There's a little split right here, you can see it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that in there. There we go, hear that click. Then we're gonna wanna go ahead and get a screw here. We see we have one right there. Usually your system or your graphics card will come with one. Otherwise you can usually just use standard computer screws to screw this in. So we have a screw here. We're gonna wanna go ahead and take a Phillips head screwdriver. We're gonna wanna line that up, pop that bad boy on there, and screw that in. Now, you're gonna wanna go ahead and make sure you don't tighten these up all the way. Make sure they're snug, but not too tight, or else you'll strip the screw. As I like to say, use monkey strength, don't use gorilla strength. Now, if you've done everything right and followed along with us here, and you power your system on, you should have video. There we go. That's how you install a graphics card. Thanks for joining us here on CIT Tech Tips. Make sure to check out some of our other videos where we have a variety of tech tips. Also make sure to check out our Spotify, which contains our podcast where we talk about various tech-related news and items. Thank you for watching.